journaling is one of the absolute best ways to, one, get clarity on your thoughts. If you really want to get clear on what it is that you are supposed to be doing in life, what your purpose is, your passion is, I encourage you, pick up a pen, grab a journal, and just start writing. You see, most of the answers that we need in life, they're already within us, right? We have access to the source to help us on this. So, but until we quiet our mind, we're never going to have the results we want. So it's important to listen and then write. I want to share something really personal, and I haven't really shared this with hardly very many people at all, maybe a handful. But and some of you who are on this today, you may have been there when this happened, because this actually happened at, again, Book Bound by the Sea in 2019. It was January 2019. We were in Destin, Florida. I know some of y'all were there. And this is an absolute true story. And it's actually kind of what's prompting me to do this webinar as well as the book that I'm writing, but bear with me on this. So it was the morning of the third day. Now at Bookbound, we have a lot of activities, and it's a 3-day event. I'm very, this is my baby. So I'm very much a planner. I have everything prepared way in advance, weeks in advance, and I'm ready to go because I know lives change at Bookbound. It has nothing to do with the book. Honestly, it's more about so many people walk away with clarity on, God's plan for their life. And it's just so awesome. Well, anyway, Sunday morning comes, I get up at like 5 in the morning, and that morning, so Sunday morning we do something called an optional devotional. It's basically like spiritual time that we don't make anyone do, but we do it at the hour before the doors open for the day's seminar, and we just open it up to whoever wants to come. So, and I usually open us up in prayer, and I have a teaching, biblically based teaching. So I wake up that Sunday morning, and I kid you not, I panicked because I realized of all the planning I did for that event, and I planned for weeks and weeks and weeks, I forgot to plan the devotional, which is so not like me. And so I'm literally sitting there about an hour before I'm supposed to, or an hour and a half before I have to get in the shower, and I had to leave. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm supposed to tell these people. So I'm flipping through my Bible and I'm thinking, I have no clue. So I say kind of out loud, all right, God, you're gonna have to show up big time because I have no idea what I'm supposed to talk about. And as clear as day, true story, in my spirit I heard Jeremiah 32. Now let me back up. So my favorite verse, my all-time favorite life verse is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you a future and a hope. I know that verse. It's my favorite verse. I've got it on coffee mugs, t-shirts, you name it. It's plastered all over my office. So when I thought I heard Jeremiah 32, of course I'm thinking, oh, okay, maybe you guys just try to lead me back to my favorite verse, but maybe I heard wrong. But I thought, well, I'll check it out anyway. Because to be honest, I don't know that I ever read anything besides Jeremiah 29:11 every time I went to that chapter. So as I'm going to Jeremiah, in my spirit, again, I feel like, no, it's not Jeremiah 32. It's Jeremiah 32. 32. And I about fell over when I read it. Not only was it a perfect topic for our devotion, but it was a question I had been asking myself, God, for years. I never set out to help people write books. I never set out to have a publishing company. I mean, I love doing it. I'm so grateful I get to. But I was like, God, how did this come to be? What is this all about? This isn't about books, right? And I've always tried to piece those things together at Bookbound, right? Because there is the side of your stories about making a difference, and then there's the publishing stuff. And for those who don't know, like I didn't, Jeremiah 32 says, this is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says, write in a book all the words I have spoken to you. Now that might not be significant to anybody right this minute, but that blew me over because here we are at Bookbound. Everybody's figuring out what their book is going to be about and all that, but there's still that underlying question of like, why am I writing a book? What is this all about? And this is what I shared at that devotional. And I'm telling you, for anybody who is there, you know what I'm talking about. It was magical. Out of the 70 people there, I think we had over 50 people at this optional session. And from that moment on, I have had so much clarity on what your story is about. Yes, a book is your greatest business card. Yes, there's power of authority with being an author, and I love helping business owners with that, but there's so much more. You see, your story has to be written down because your story is not yours. It was given to you by God.